It's wonderful to see you. I see that people are joining the call right now, and my colleague Emma is helping me let everyone in. So let's give it a couple of seconds and we'll start with our official kickoff ceremony for the Global Citizen Scholarship. We're very excited to connect with you here today online and see your faces and interact with you in exchange after reading all your wonderful and very impressive applications. Let's give it a couple more seconds to see that as many people as possible join the call. And I'll start with a warm welcome from my side. My name is Anna Tikhonenko, and I will be moderating the call today and also leading the Global Citizen Scholarship Program itself. So you can always reach out to me as your main contact point for any issues related to the program. And I have been with the Ban Ki-moon Center for the past 2 years already, working as part of its Women and Youth portfolio and leading or co-leading several different programs where we empower youth and women to act for sustainable development goals and become leaders that we want to see in the world. Today, it's very exciting for me to see all of you inspiring young change makers. And I'm so looking forward to hearing your introductions and starting to work closely with all of you. Next slide, Emma. So going on to the overview of what you can expect in the next 1 hour and a half, we will have welcome remarks. First, from our co-chair at the Ban Ki-moon Center, former President of Austria, Dr. Heinz Fischer. Afterwards, our dear CEO, Chief Executive Officer at the Ban Ki-moon Center, Monika Fröhle, will give her welcome statement, which will be followed by some welcome words by the MCI representative from Management Center Innsbruck, Regina Obexer. And afterwards, we'll have welcome remarks by another partner of ours in this program, RELX, represented by Alexis Stedman. Then we'll have a quick group picture to remember this moment and promote it in our social media. And we'll then move on to the introductions by you, our dear scholars. So we know a lot about you here at the BKMC, but your peers do not know all your amazing stories and plans for the program yet. So you will have 2 minutes per person to introduce yourselves. And then you'll learn a bit more about the Ban Ki-moon Center itself and about the scholarship program and what you can expect with us in 2025. And last but definitely not least, Regina Obexter will talk you through the MCI Summer School, which starts already on the 12th of May, and will cover what you can expect there, what the logistics of the event are, and so on. And lastly, we'll have some space for your questions, and I'll be very happy to answer as many as I can in the last 5 to 10 minutes of the call. And with that, I'm excited to hand over to our co-chair, Dr. Heinz Fischer, for his welcome remarks. Over to you.
Thank you, Anna. Dear Global Citizen Scholars, dear friends, I send my warmest greetings to you from Vienna, and I'm happy to join you at today's kickoff session for the Global Citizen Scholarship Program 2025. As you might know, the BKMC, Ban Ki-moon Center's goal is to support the SDGs, and in particular, to support and train young change makers, as all of you are. The center is a young institution, co-founded 6 or 7 years ago by Ban Ki-moon and me, after we both retired from our official duties as Secretary General of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon, and as President of Austria, myself. The Global Citizen Scholarship Program has been a key program of the Ban Ki-moon Center from the very beginning in 2018. This year, 450 applicants and applications were received for the program. Thus, you can be very proud of yourselves for being amongst the top 3% of all the candidates. For the coming 8 months, I wish you a fruitful and productive time with many exchanges, with room for academic and personal growth, as well as lots of fun. Dear friends, being a global citizen is a mantra at the BKMC. We hope and believe that humanity is guided by global citizen leaders who care for people, the planet, and prosperity. And we are convinced that you are those change makers, those future leaders, young people acting with passion and compassion for a better future for all of us. I very much hope that we all, you and we, men and women and others, young and old, from all countries in the world, can learn from history and truly commit to certain overarching values such as embracing diversity and respecting differences, which in today's interconnected world is not just a choice, but a necessity for our common progress. Engaging in constructive dialogue and seeking to understand others' viewpoints to foster empathy and bridge divides. Ongoing global conflicts underscore the importance of open communication and dialogue in resolving differences peacefully. I repeat, peacefully. Working against discrimination and prejudice, which have no place in a world striving for equality and justice. Instances of discrimination based on race, gender, sexual orientation, and other factors continue to challenge our commitment to inclusivity and tolerance. And again, I refer to the SDGs and to the Human Rights Charter of the United Nations, a very, very, very remarkable document in trying to find a way towards a peaceful and prosperous future. It is certain that one of the prerequisites to fight for a just world is a successful fight against hunger, against poverty, for democracy, for the rule of law, and for peace and decent living conditions for all. Dear friends, so let our Global Citizenship Scholarship Program also be a small step on the way towards a peaceful and prosperous world based on democracy, human rights, and fair living conditions. We are very excited to have you on board and are looking forward to seeing your SDG micro projects being developed and implemented. I thank you very much and I wish you good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Heinz Fischer, for those inspiring words and a welcome to our change makers. And before handing over to our dear CEO Monika Fröhle, I would like to also excuse Dr. Heinz Fischer, who has a very busy schedule, who will need to leave in the next couple of minutes. And with that, I'm happy to hand over to Monika for her welcome remarks.
Thank you so much, Anna. And of course, thank you, Dr. Heinz Fischer, for taking the time of welcoming Global Citizen Scholarship 2025. Dear Global Citizen Scholars, it's all about you. And allow me the request that all of you who can, bandwidth permitting, switch on their videos. I would love to see your faces, because this is the moment that we have been working towards and working for quite some time, thanks to Anna. And of course, thanks to our partners at RELEX, and thanks to our MCI community and MCI, the Management Center of Innsbruck, that is a close partner in this endeavor. So whoever can switch on their picture, please do so that we can see each other. I'm Monika Fröhle. Thank you so much. Diana, I see you now. Hello, hello. I see many others. Thank you. Thank you, Nuran, Precious, Clovis, super, cool to see you. You are the cohort, the chosen ones of this year, 2025. And it is significant because first and foremost, I need to congratulate you. Dr. Fish already said you have been chosen amongst hundreds of applicants. And to give you an idea of what that means, I want to tell you basically two stories. The first story is the one of S.G. Bahn, Secretary General Bahn himself, who, when he was about your age, was actually chosen, again amongst hundreds, to be part of a program that led him all the way to the United States and gave him the opportunity to speak to JFK, the then president of the US. And they met at the White House lawn. And it was incredible as Ban Ki-moon was inspired by JFK's speech so much that it actually shaped his whole career. JFK at that moment said, we are in the midst of Cold War. The elderly people don't talk to each other. We can't as politicians, but you young ones, you can. You are not entrenched in this conflict. You can lend a hand in service. You can be of help to your community. And Ban Ki-moon tells us the story that he was inspired so much that he then pursued his career as foreign minister and then later became Secretary General of the United Nations, etc., etc. So first he was a diplomat, then he became foreign minister, then he became Secretary General. But you see, the story shows that sometimes one encounter or one particular moment can alter our lives. Now, I can't say whether this scholarship that you have with us and with MCI and thanks to RELEX will alter your life. But what I can tell you, that those that have come before you, many of them have actually made major strides. And let me give you the second stories, kind of the second example that illustrates what happened to some of them. Some of our former fellows, mentees, scholars received public awards. Some of them have new funding opportunities that they didn't have before they joined the program with us. We had one scholar sitting on the same podium as two former presidents and giving her testimony of what is currently happening in her country in matters of climate change and smallholder farmers. We had one who got more than 500,000 followers for the content that he started to produce in the kind of work together with the Ban Ki-moon Center. We had some that started their own social enterprise with the BKMC. Some even started small NGOs or whole fields of activism opened up to them. Another one, a very special one, actually shared the stage with no other but Bill Gates. Can you imagine that? Bill Gates and he were on stage, and Bill Gates afterwards asked, who is that amazing young fellow? And we could proudly say he is a Ban Ki-moon Center champion. So much of the things happened. Another one, actually, another example is someone landed a job in the US in our fellow foundation because she was part of one of our programs. So just to tell you, the opportunities are rich and they are yours to take. But we need to know you, and we need to hear that you are the global change makers that we believe you are. So you need to tell your stories. The one thing that I can guarantee to all of you is definitely that you will make new friends. Because although we are an online cohort, you will meet people that are deeply inspirational, that have forged their way despite all odds, and that have grown personally to the extent that they have been chosen here today. You come from various countries, from Cameroon, Egypt, Gambia, Ghana, Kenya, Madagascar, Nigeria, Tanzania, Togo, but we also have someone from Mexico amongst us. So it's not only Africa, it's also Latin America. And thanks to Anna, you will get some component of the European perspective. And thanks to MCI, you will get education also from the European perspective. So, ladies and gentlemen, for us, it's a privilege to work with you, but I hope that you will too see the benefit of working with us and making your voices heard. I wish you all an incredible start for your upcoming scholarship. Make the most of this opportunity. And I'm looking forward to working together with you in a world where the SDGs and the Paris Climate Agreement are implemented, are fulfilled, and where young voices, change makers like you, are heard much louder, much better than they are right now. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Monica, for those words. And I see they resonate with our scholars, as many of them are clapping either with on my responses or physically with their hands. So thank you very much for your wonderful welcome remarks. And I would love to now hand over to our dear partner, Regina Ovexer from MCI, Management Center Innsbruck, who is the senior lecturer and head of the Center for Responsible Management and Social Impact at the university. Over to you, Regina.
Thank you very much, Anna. Hello, everyone. I'm Regina Ovex, as Anna just said. It's lovely to see you all. And I would like to start with saying that it's a true honor for us to be here in this kickoff event, which is the start of an inspiring journey, I'm sure, for all of you. We are at MCI very excited to be part of this program. We're very proud to work with the Ban Ki-moon Center in this program, and we would like to extend our heartfelt congratulations to all of you for being selected to be part of this year's cohort. I think you can be all super proud of yourselves that you have made it. At MCI, we are the entrepreneurial school, so we believe that entrepreneurship is important, but it's not important just because you start a business or you engage in building up a startup. Entrepreneurship for all of us also means taking responsibility for ideas, for people, and for the world that we want to shape, for the future that is ours to grasp and to shape. So responsibility is a really important concept for us. And I think that's why our contribution to this program, which is the summer school on entrepreneurship for sustainable development, we hope is more than just an academic offering. We really hope that with this and other learning opportunities to have in the scholarship program, this can be a space for you to grow, to develop courage also, and ultimately for transformation. As Monica has said before, you are there's so many opportunities in this program for you to grow, but also to forge connections, to feel like you are part of a community that is really feels responsible also for a significant contribution to the SDGs. And we're very proud and appreciate the opportunity to be able to contribute to this effort as well. So over the last 2 years, this is the third time that we are lucky enough to be able to contribute with the summer school. In the last 2 cohorts, one of the things that has made me quite, well, it's just hard feeling also to get that feedback, is that our participants have said that one of the things they took away from the summer school with them is, yes, lots of interesting tools and lots of information that was useful to them in terms of their projects. But what was important to me was that they also talked about having found a new identity. They talked about seeing themselves as entrepreneurs who can make an impact, who can change things. And that had a real significant impact on the way they saw themselves in terms of their agency and in terms of what they could do in their communities. So that's something that I'm quite passionate about, and I do hope that you also take the opportunity to look out for spaces to learn with us towards that vision. So you're all different. You all bring different stories, different passions, different visions to this program and to our summer school. So I'm really looking forward to spending some time with you. We also have some other colleagues who will join us, and I'll talk about that a bit later on. But in the meantime, I do hope that you will also see that entrepreneurship can be a tool to really develop purpose, to make an impact and to make a difference in the world, which is why I think we're all here. And we are very proud to stand beside Ban Ki-moon's mission in this regard. So to the new cohort, you are about to begin an extraordinary journey. I think we really look forward to welcoming you to the summer school, which is online. But I think in the meantime, we are all able to forge meaningful connections also in this medium. We look forward to challenging you, to supporting you, and to learning with you. You are the reason why we are engaging with this, why we're doing this work. And we really can't see towards the end of the year what you have all created. So thank you very much. And I look forward to talking about some of the details a bit later on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I think your words have sparked a lot of interest in the upcoming MCI Summer School. And I'm hoping that everyone is excited to learn about entrepreneurship as a tool to embracing your agency and taking responsibility, taking the action to make this world better for everyone. And I will, with that, announce our last speaker with the welcome remarks, who is unfortunately unable to join us live today, but she sent her video message. And the next speaker is Alexis Stedman, who represents our partner RELX, who is the donor for this initiative. And I would kindly ask my colleague Emma to share the video with the cohort.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to share a few words with you today. I'm sorry that I cannot be here in person to kick off the Global Citizenship Scholarship Program, but I'm honoured to be part of this exciting event. For the 6th year in a row, RELX is proud to partner on this program. Every year, we are inspired by the exceptional calibre of scholars who join us, and this year is no exception. Your passion and commitment to change make our work and this partnership all the more meaningful. For those who are not familiar with RELX, we are a global provider of information-based analytics and decision tools designed for professionals and businesses alike. Our goal is to empower our customers to make smarter decisions, achieve better results, and ultimately to drive progress. At RELX, corporate responsibility isn't just a program or checklist, it's the way that we operate every day. We believe that a positive impact on society comes from aligning our daily practices with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, whether it's through our focus on governance, our commitment to our people and communities, or our efforts to support environmentally conscious practices. We strive to ensure that our actions contribute meaningfully to these 17 global goals. In 2017, we launched the free RELX SDG Resource Centre to advance awareness, knowledge and implementation of the SDGs. Since then, we've made more than 2,300 journal articles and book chapters available at no cost, a service that has saved nearly £5 million in open access fees. I'm really excited to see how you leverage this resource as you pursue your projects in the coming months. I'd also like to invite you all to our annual RELX SDG Inspiration Day on June the 3rd. The theme is the future of philanthropy. It promises to be an engaging event filled with insights and opportunities to connect. Please keep an eye out for the joining instructions. As you continue on your journeys as change makers, I hope you find the tools and inspiration needed to make a lasting impact. We at RELX wish you every success, and I look forward to seeing what you achieve. Thank you again and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you also to Alexis, who submitted her video welcome remarks. And now, dear scholars, you have heard from all the key partners from this program. And we are now excited to learn more about you yourselves. And before we move on to this part, I would once again ask all of you to switch on your cameras to take a group picture to commemorate this moment and promote our wonderful cohort and the kickoff event of this year's GC Scholarship. So if you can, please switch your camera on. And I would then ask my colleague from the communications team, Emma, to take the screenshot and count perhaps to 3 to announce when you do that.
Yes, hello. I will count down from 3 if everyone is ready. So 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you very much, everyone.
And perhaps one more screenshot, because we quite often do a more fun one where we wave or show a heart or...
Sure. And another one. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Emma, and everyone for switching your cameras on and participating in the group picture. I will, of course, share the resources with you after the call today. And if we can show the next slide, please, Emma, and move on to the introduction part, which is perhaps the most exciting one, the most exciting part of the ceremony, because we get to hear from all of you, dear scholars, and learn about what you have achieved so far, what your passions are, and what you want to take away from this experience with the scholarship. So I would kindly ask you, as written down on the slide, to take these 2 minutes to introduce yourself, mentioning your name, your nationality, perhaps what your passions are in terms of the work that you have been doing or want to do in the future, and kindly also share one thing that you would like to come out of, with which you would like to come out of this scholarship. And afterwards, at the end, please name the next speaker from the scholars that would take over the floor. And if there is a volunteer, kindly raise your hand or unmute yourselves. Otherwise, I can nominate someone. I would ask Emmanuel Samani. Yes.
Hi, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Great. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Samani. I wear quite a number of hats. I am a medical laboratory scientist, so I basically help to find out what's making people sick. I'm also a health journalist, and I'm very passionate about public health. I'm from Ghana, so I'm wearing a traditional attire from the northern region. People call it batakari or fugu. So it's a formal traditional outfit, which is why I decided to wear it for this occasion. But for me, I think that one of the most important things that a lot of people tend to forget is health. And so as a scientist and as a health journalist, I try as much as possible to educate people on how to, prevent themselves from getting ill, because again, sometimes resources are very difficult to come by, especially in terms of, medical resources. And so prevention, they say, is better than cure. And so that brings me to my SDG goal, which is to enable or to empower people to take charge of their health, to ensure that they're doing well in terms of NCDs, because as you may know, Black people are at a higher predisposition of getting some NCDs such as diabetes and hypertension. And so as part of my project, I'll be empowering people to get frequent checkups of their BPs, check their sugar, so that it doesn't escalate, into something that might not be salvageable. And so really being selected here at the, Global Citizen Scholarship is really a huge honor to me. And I'm really looking forward to, use the tools and the connections that I make here to make a global impact. And so that's it for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And please remember to nominate the next person that would go after you.
Okay, so I'm going to go with the Zoom link. So Clovis Ebenek, over to you.
Okay. Thank you very much. My name is Clovis Ebenek. I'm from Cameroon, specifically from the Northwest region of Cameroon. And I'm very much excited to be part of this program and part of this team. And I believe it is going to help me build my career expectations. Initially, I love being at the forefront of business opportunities and to lead teams. So I know being part of this scholarship, it will help me build this ability to pursue my career in the business sector. That's what I got now. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next person here is Dolores.
Dolores, are you here with us at the moment? perhaps she can then speak at a later stage, and I would instead nominate Bettina.
Hello, everyone. It's so great to meet all of you. My full name is Dr. Bettina Baby. I'm a medical doctor. I'm Ghanaian. It's very nice to meet you, but I live predominantly in South Africa, and that's where I currently do most of my work and do most of my practice. I'm also a public health researcher, specifically in health systems and how we build up health systems. And I also currently co-lead an international community called International Working Group for Health System Strengthening. And we are focused on being a think tank and policy institute that's specifically interested in how do we reimagine health systems that really work for all people. And one of the main things we are excited to do this year is to launch a Youth and Global Health report. And that's going to be our project focus for the Ban Ki-moon initiative as well, where we'll be looking at what are the barriers and enablers to meaningful youth participation in global health governance. What we believe is that we cannot advance the SDGs, especially in Africa, that has almost 65% of our population being based on people who are younger than 30, without real inclusion of youth in the SDGs and how we actually go about governance policies that include youth and their voice as well. And I think in health, we're a bit behind on that trajectory of really including young leaders in spaces of leadership. And that's going to be our particular focus when it comes to the Ban Ki-moon Center. Personally, my research interests are in private-public foundation research. So how do we get public-private partners to work together to advance efforts towards universal health coverage? I'm really excited to be here and to learn from all of you. And thank you so much for this opportunity. It is so wonderful and I'm so grateful. Thank you. And so I forgot to nominate someone. Just look. I would then nominate Iswat Badmus.
Hi, thank you, Bettina, and you're really doing the wonderful work. So my name is Iswat Badmos. I'm a Nigerian, and I'm a youth development professional and youth engagement expert. And I've worked with different organizations in promoting the meaningful participation of youth in civic and democracy activities. And I have also worked with the European Union delegation to Nigeria and ECOWAS as a youth advisor. I did that for 3 years. And I'm also currently a part of the framework, members on framework in the EU Commission for International Partnerships in Brussels on the Youth Mobility for Africa flagship initiative. So I'm currently a part of the framework members that is working on the framework of the initiative. Yeah, so one thing I look forward to taking out of this program, this scholarship, is learning how to build a sustainable impact initiative. Yeah, that is one thing I really look forward to. And so I love the mention of the entrepreneurship part. Yes, I really want to learn how to build sustainable initiatives, and considering the fact that what is currently happening in the world, we can already see that to make sustainable change, we need to have sustainable initiatives. And also, my focus in this, my project focus in this scholarship is about encouraging young people to take part in local governance. So my project is about youth engagement in and participation in local government, understanding how the local government works, and also how policy making process is at the local government. Because I discovered that's one of the it is very important, because the local government is like the closest to the community and the closest to the grassroots. And when a problem is being solved bottom up, it really goes a long way than just focusing on the higher level of decision-making process in Nigeria. Yeah. So thank you very much, and nice to meet you all.
And please remember to nominate the next speaker. Thank you for sharing your background. That's very, very impressive.
Okay, I nominate Precious Natang. I can see you on the call.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Precious Natang, and I'm from Cameroon. I am a communication specialist, and what I do is I manage the public and communication strategies of individuals and organizations. I am equally very passionate about mental health, especially for teenagers. I came across disturbing statistics from UNICEF, and it says that 1 in every 7 adolescents suffer from mental health. And so that struck a chord in me, and I decided to, look further, read some more, and do some research around mental health. So while I work with managing the public image and communication strategies for individuals and organizations, especially tech organizations, I'm equally passionate about helping young women in my community start their digital learning journey. I'm currently leading a project where we're empowering 200 women in STEM education in rural communities in my country. And I'm looking forward to transferring my communication skills in the mental health space. So particularly in this scholarship program, I'm looking forward to learning how I can transition, from the tech space, driving advocacy for women instead, and putting that energy for teenagers in the mental health sector. And I'm super excited to be here. I look forward to learning about building sustainable initiatives and entrepreneurial initiatives. And I was very happy when the representative from the MCI program spoke about the entrepreneurship program. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to building my initiative, which is called the Global Sector, and it's all about providing accessible, stigma-free mental health support for teenagers across Africa. I currently started a TikTok platform, which is reaching across 500 young people. And so far, I've been creating content, just talking, giving in my 2% about mental health and advising them on how to, how they can, go about the livelihood as teachers. So yeah, that's what I do, and I look forward to, getting some guidance on how to build that into something sustainable, so that I can, help or support in helping the sustainable in fighting sustainable development goals, which is particularly mine, which is goal 1, goal 3, and goal 4. So thank you, and I'm happy to contribute and learn from young and great minds like myself.
Please remember to nominate the next speaker.
Okay, sorry about that. So I'm going to nominate, sorry if I called the name wrongly, King Ibile. Sorry if I butchered the name.
Yeah, that was almost correct. It's King Ibile. Thank you, Precious. Hello, everyone. And it's such an honor to be here. My name is King, and I'm from Nigeria. I am a science communicator and digital storyteller. So my work focuses on science, health, and technology, and my goal is to make all these things more accessible through creative communication, especially using video editing, storytelling, and public engagement. So I'm passionate about helping young Africans share their knowledge in ways that truly connect with people. I founded the lab. It's a creative science communication initiative where we run workshops. We run workshops, fellowships, and digital projects to support young people in telling stories that drive social change. So I noticed that a lot of scientific knowledge remains locked within academic journals, far away from people that it could benefit. So my goal is to equip students with the skills to translate these research findings into creative and engaging formats that shift public perception and spark real world impacts. So I hope to gain from this scholarship. I hope to gain a strong network of change makers, and I'm also looking forward to gaining knowledge to build my initiative up and just connect with a lot of people. So thank you again for this opportunity, and I'm really excited to be here with you all. Thank you for your time. I nominate Tosi Jones. Thank you.
Thank you very much, King. I must say I'm excited to be here. I'm Tosi Jones from Cameroon, precisely the northwest region of Cameroon. I'm a nurse, midwife, maternal and child health advocate, and a public health researcher. And I've been working in a humanitarian setting for over 6 years now, providing maternal and child health services to women in hard-to-reach areas. So for this program, I'm excited to be here, and I'm looking forward to learn entrepreneurial skills so that I can be able to run programs, so even an organization that will bring about a reduction in maternal and infant mortality. Because from the WHO's report, we see that every 2 minutes, a woman dies because of pregnancy-related complications, and majority of them we can actually prevent. So for the project I'm focusing on, for some time now, I've been researching on delays, because we realize that there are so many aspects that are contributing to maternal mortality. And one of the aspects I've been on is delays. And these delays, they normally occur at 3 different levels. That's delay in making decisions to go to the hospital, delay in reaching the hospital, and delay in receiving care. And just the delay in making decisions, so many factors contribute, like poverty, or the men making decisions, not having knowledge about danger signs in pregnancy, and a lot more. And now in a crisis setting, after making the decision, they don't have transport, there's no bike or a vehicle to take them to the hospital. They finally get to the hospital, the workers there, they're not well trained, or the services are limited. So for our project, for the micro project, we have to carry out community sensitization on delays, birth preparedness, danger signs in pregnancy. We have to train health workers and community workers, and then we have to carry out an economic empowerment project, such as training some of these women to be able to produce local soap, such that they can make some income, and it will help them cater for their bills. So that's the project we have. So I'm really looking forward to network and to learn from experts. And the last thing we have to do is to see how we can integrate digital health into our activities, such as mobile apps, and we can even do online consultations and so on. Thank you. Over. The next person, I'll call on Velma.
Hello, hi everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Velma from Nairobi, Kenya. Delighted to be here and to interact with all of you in this call. So I am in technology, really passionate about tech. I work in tech, and my goal in this program is to just see how can we use technology as an enabler for us to be able to achieve the sustainable development goals, because we target to do this by 2030, but we are now almost 5 years to 2030. So how can we, as different individuals from our different countries, use technology within our projects to fast track and turbocharge the impact? So my micro project in this program aligns with my passions. So I'm looking at how we can use tech to redefine agriculture within Kenya. So that's my micro project in summary. So I will call on Nicholas Albert. Nicholas Albert, if you're on the call.
Thank you so much, Velma. Hi, everyone. My name is Nicholas Albert from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm a medical laboratory scientist, a software engineer, and also an AI engineer. So I'm a medical delved into tech. Within the course of my medical career, I decided to delve into tech. And my main goal now is to create, is majorly centered into maternal healthcare. And I am developing an app and a system that is AI powered that helps to provide healthcare education, symptom checking, and referral support via mobile and SMS to low income settings. And also, this is because I believe that the future of healthcare lies in personalized data-driven solutions. So I am looking forward to coming up with personalized data-driven solution to make healthcare solutions, rather, to make healthcare accessible, precise, and equitable to everyone within my community. I am also thrilled to be in this program, and I'm looking forward to learning and really honing my entrepreneurial skills, and also looking forward to networking with all of you and seeing what everyone has to bring to the table. Thank you so much. I will nominate, let me see. I will nominate Clovis. I don't know if he has talked, but yeah, I'll nominate him.
Clovis has spoken already, so I'm happy to jump in and help you because I'm keeping track of the speakers. And I would perhaps ask Jose Antonio to go next.
Yeah. So, hi, my name is Antonio. I'm from Mexico. I study chemical engineering, and currently I am studying at the MCI, a master in environmental process and energy engineering. I am passionate about process engineering and chemical process, but not only focused on that, also focused on making and creating sustainable and green processes so we can reduce the pollutants that are normally expelled from a process. But also, I'm really passionate about public health problems, to be more specific, in the LGBT community, and also to be a little bit more specific about the HIV, because I consider that there are a lot of, there is a lot of misinformation about this topic, and most, in my case, in my context in Mexico. So I really would like to use the support that the scholarship is granting me in order to create to create a website where they can find information about this, and also like to explain really well how this what happens, what to do if you believe that you have been infected, or things like that. Because since I have already experienced something like that, in that moment I didn't know what to do, and now I know what sources I should look for, and what things and what information I could trust. So I really would like to focus my brain on that. And in this program, I'm also looking forward to first to make an impact throughout doing the project in Mexico, in a community. And also the second one is the cultural exchange, because I think that since all of us have already mentioned, I think we are quite a multi-international program. So I'm looking forward to exchange ideas, perspectives, and also backgrounds. Yeah, that's all. The next one, let's say, Nouran Ali. Oh, I lost your track.
Thank you.
Nouran Ali Farouk.
Hi, thank you.
I'm sorry, and excuse myself because I have class right now, so I will have to leave. But thank you so much, and yeah, wish you the best.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Nouran Farouk. I'm a physician and social entrepreneur. I'm the co-founder of Dusi Bikes Company, which is a tech-based scooters and bicycles riding platform for Egyptian women. Dusi aims to empower women on the road by teaching them how to drive scooters and bicycles, and also empower them economically by giving them the opportunity to become instructors after they finish the training with us or enter the delivery market. I'm so excited to be part of this cohort, and I hope to strengthen my knowledge about sustainable development, and also to receive mentorship that can help scale the work I'm already doing through DUSI. Thank you.
Thank you. And perhaps at this stage, it gets very challenging to nominate the next person, so I can take over with that and ask Abu Bakar's Yahya Sani to go next.
Okay. Thank you, Anna. Am I audible? Hello, everyone. My name is Abubakar Sani Yahya. I'm from northwestern part of Nigeria. My career trajectory spans from different fields, from volunteering services to teaching to presently I'm a civil servant working with the Kaduna State government in Nigeria, where we contributed in the formulation and implementation of policies that impact the life of our people in Kaduna State and Nigeria at large. I've been interested in environmental resilience on climate change, as well as community participation. I came from a place that is based on agricultural innovation and farming activities, which I believe, like the climate change that the world is experiencing today, has really impacted people in Kaduna, leading to insecurity and all sorts of insurgency, which is making the life here very hard. So I believe that based on the project and my micro project under this great scholarship, I will be able to contribute my impact into making the society and the community to become more safe through my pioneer program, which I believe like it will concentrate on peace, innovation, peace initiative, and it's working on resilience and empowerment among the people in my community. I so believe like this opportunity will enable me to get the connection and the right network to reach audience, not only in my community, but at the global stage. So I'm really excited to be part of this, and I look forward to the great opportunity. Thank you very much.
And perhaps Dolores, you can go next. I see your hand raised. Are you able to unmute yourself? If not, I would kindly ask Safi. I know that your camera is not working, but I hope you can speak nevertheless.
Thank you very much, Anna. I apologize. My laptop's camera is not working. I'm sending my regards to all the previous speakers and all the scholars here present. My name is Safi Abia, a dedicated public health professional who is very passionate about the positive change I can contribute to the community and the world at large. My academic background is a mix of development, medical laboratory science, and now I'm doing international health and social management at the University of Innsbruck, thanks to Ban Ki-moon scholarship. I have pride in being a Gambian and a female who has looked forward in advocating and also trying to change the society that she lives in. I am proud to say I am the first female anti-doping officer in the Gambia, an anti-doping educator. I'm also the first assistant program manager of the National Blood Transfusion Services. I have served in several components, from being a blood donor recruiter, being a blood donor counselor, all in advocacy. And currently, or previously before coming for my program, I was involved in a charitable foundation, that is Chosan Medical Charitable Foundation, that gives back to society. We conduct free medical services to hard-to-reach areas in the Gambia where we see people and give them the services that they need within their communities. I am also been engaged in advocacy with the National Federation of the Gambia UNESCO Clubs and Centers. I've served as the Program Officer for Education and Culture in that office. Currently now, I'm also engaged in Innsbruck with a voluntary organization that is called School for Peace. So my love for advocacy is what makes me smile every day. So my project would focus on looking at blood donation in particular in my community, linked to SDG 3, 5, and SDG 17 in particular, to reduce maternal mortality in the Gambia by increasing access to safe and timely blood transfusion through voluntary non-remunerated blood donations, through campaigns, community engagements, and possibly capacity building. If you may know, in the Gambia, many women do lose their lives due to lack of blood, which could have been prevented because they have family members, they have friends and communities that can come out and give when they need. But because of the issue of health literacy, most of the people don't know the need to come out and give out blood. So I want to use this project to open doors to communities and talk to people to make sure that everybody knows that the life that they can change is just by giving out blood just within a short period of time. So my project specifically would focus on a life-saving project to make sure that women and people that need blood in our facilities are saved and they would not die. Thank you.
Thank you, Safi. That's a wonderful project, just as all the others are. At this stage, we still have 4 people that have not spoken, and I would invite Diana Harimiora, if you're able to unmute yourself and introduce yourself briefly, you're welcome to go next. We can see you, but you're still muted.
Sorry. Hello from Madagascar. My name is Tiana, and I am a young woman passionate about gender equality, civic, political rights as well. The heart of my community and professional engagements was SDG, as I worked as a UN volunteer and African Union volunteer. In 2021, I founded an association which aimed to raise awareness about youth civic engagement in Madagascar. And from this program, I'm expecting to deepen my SDGs and the entrepreneurship understanding. And after this, to practice the new skills to my micro project. And of course, to network with these amazing young people. I'm very glad to be here with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Then I would ask Timothy to go next.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Timothy Komachangai from Togo, and I'm a sociologist. I work as a program officer, gender facilitator, and project coordinator at the NGO Alafia. And my work focuses on gender equality, youth empowerment, and peace building. I lead projects that support women's rights, prevent gender-based violence, and promote women's leadership. For this scholarship, I will carry out micro project that gets me voice support. It aims to help girls become leaders and to involve both as allies for gender equality in schools and communities. very excited to be part of this program, to learn about many things, to learn from all of you, and to grow as a global citizen working for inclusive and sustainable change. Thank you for this opportunity. I and
Thank you, Timothy. I can help you with nominating the next person. We have Dolores, who has not spoken. Let's try one last time if you're able to unmute yourself.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know that the most scary thing in life after death is speaking in public? Here I come, I'm called Imache Gatsin Dolores, as you can see. I am a Cameroonian, I'm a climate activist. I am also engaged in environmental action, climate action, and goal 4 on education. My educational background is mainly on gender equality and law. I believe that for all of us to work together, we need to establish some rules. And with our relationship and the environment, it's important for us to have that, most importantly, the rules that are being established. So that's why I decided as a young female leader in Cameroon to engage in gender equality and the protection of the environment. In the protection of the environment, I'm more engaged in genetic resources and associated traditional knowledge. Have you ever tried to use plants to heal yourself? Have you ever tried to use plants for cosmetic purposes? That is what I'm studying in school now. Because I believe that those particular properties in plants, let's just say even in animals and any other microorganism, has a lot to offer to the world. And it's our own duty as human beings to be able to discover it and be able also to assure that there is a just, equitable sharing of all the benefits deriving from such resources. At the same time, I'm engaged as a volunteer with Greenpeace Africa, and I'm also a youth team lead with the program Planet One in Cameroon. It's called Boahet, where we empower youth to be more involved in the protection of the environment, where we offer them mostly free services. At the same time, I founded Nature Gives Back, and that's written believing that us, the youth, us, the students, we can come together, we can collaborate using our talent, using our expertise to offer what is necessary to the nature. It's true, we cannot give something new to nature, but at least we can do our part to have something concrete. If you have noticed at the beginning of my speech, I told you this. Public speaking is very important. In fact, people are afraid to speak in public. But imagine a world where nobody can be able to open the mouth and talk about themselves and talk about their story and not even able to say that they have been attacked or they are suffering because of the environmental destruction. That is why it's important for us to have the skills, the tips of public speaking. And added to public speaking, it's important for us to be able to give argument when they're necessary. Because we need to understand debate. At the international level, we see how leaders are arguing, saying that we need to exploit the soil, we not need to exploit the soil. All these arguments are backed by what we call important ideation. And in debate, we're able to do that. That's why my own project is all about giving back to nature, especially on public speaking. What we can do, what are the tips we're able to train youth on for them to be able to speak about themselves, to share their own story, and be able to defend their own argument. I'm so happy to be part of this program. The day I received the mail, I was just so surprised. I never knew I could arrive at this stage, but I believe that I'll learn a lot. And from all what my fellows so far have shared, I hope we'll have the opportunity to share a lot together and learn from each other, and even possibly have a huge project, a global project, where we'll be able to share with the world what we're able to do. So I'm here to learn, and I'm here to share my own experience with you guys. Hello, thank you.
Thank you very much, Dolores. And the last person that has not spoken is Agnes Leyako. And I'm assuming this might be the person named user on the call. If that's correct, please go ahead and introduce yourself. If not, I'm happy to continue with the introduction to the Ban Ki-moon Center itself. Yes, wonderful. It's you, Agnes.
Yeah, it's me. Hello everyone. My name is Agnes Leyako, and I am from Tanzania. I am a youth leader in food system organized by GAIN. That is the Youth Leader Initiatives, which deals with dynamic groups in change makers in transforming local food systems. Yeah, so apart from that, I'm also a master's student at Mzumbe University, pursuing my master's degree in public administration. Yeah, so my project, my micro project is about food waste reduction for enhanced food security, whereby I choose this project because food waste and food insecurity are the major challenges in Tanzania, especially in urban markets. So my project aligns with my passion for sustainable development and youth empowerment, as it provides practical solutions to the to reduce food waste while creating economic opportunities for vendors and for young entrepreneurs. So what I look forward to is learning more and work on how will I achieve my micro project, but also having networking and all that. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Agnes, for sharing. And thank you to absolutely all of you, the 17 scholars that presented your work, your passions, what motivates you to be here with us today, and what you're most looking forward to with this program. It is always truly inspiring and so motivating to hear your stories and what you're trying to achieve as your next steps. And it really gives me the hope and motivation to continue the work that we're doing at the Ban Ki-moon Center. I would kindly ask Emma to share the slides once again. And since we're running short on time, as often happens, because it's so wonderful to exchange and hear your stories, and I think that's the most beneficial part of the call, so I did not want to cut anyone off as well, but I'm now happy to introduce the Ban Ki-moon Center itself, and I'll be quick because I think most of you already read a lot of things about what we do, but I'll nevertheless briefly talk about the organization itself. And we are, the full name of the organization is the Ban Ki-moon Center for Global Citizens, shortly BKMC, and we are a quasi-international organization that is headquartered in Vienna, and that was established in early 2018. And it was founded by our two co-chairs. You have already met Dr. Heinz Fischer, the 11th President of the Republic of Austria today on the call, and the second co-chair is the former United Nations Secretary General, Ban Ki-moon. And the organization has, as its goal, perhaps we can move over to the next slide, Emma, the goal to contribute to the vision of ours, which is a humanity guided by global citizen leaders who care for the three big Ps, as we call them, the people, the planet, and prosperity. And the goal here is guided by two large frameworks, which are Sustainable Development Goals and the Paris Climate Agreement. Both are legacy of our co-chair Ban Ki-moon from his Tennessee, from his period during when he was the Secretary General of the United Nations. And these are the huge frameworks that we're trying to uphold with the work that we're doing. And what we, how we see our role here at the BKMC is that we act as this bridge between young change makers and current decision makers. And we aim to inspire the current decision makers to act for people, planet, and prosperity, and in the spirit of global citizenship, and also help young change makers, young leaders like you, develop the skills and gain the knowledge and other capacities necessary to make important changes in the world. And over to the next slide, please. Here, once again, you can see, one slide back, Emma. You can see our theory of change, where the main two pillars of our work are represented. So working once again with young change makers through different leadership building programs, trainings, networking opportunities, and so on. And the second pillar is working with current leaders through work such as advocacy, policy work, media engagements, and high-level consultations. And next slide. Once again, the two big frameworks that we work for are Sustainable Development Goals and Paris Climate Agreement. And you perhaps already know very well what the SDGs are. And I think one of you mentioned it earlier when introducing themselves, that we only have 5 years left to achieve the Agenda 2030, and we do need to put a lot of effort, and all need to take responsibility and take action to make the change happen. And what we also always like to highlight is how all SDGs are interconnected. So with your SDG micro projects, you will perhaps never really contribute to just one of the SDGs, because by, for instance, promoting quality education, you also allow people to fight with poverty, because educated people are able to find jobs better, and also quality education can contribute to better gender equality and many other goals. So please always keep this in mind, and remember that by doing even small work, you're contributing to a better world for many people in many different ways. And on the next slide, you can see the second major framework that we work for, which is the Paris Climate Agreement, which puts this cap of 1.5 degrees Celsius of temperature increase above the pre-industrial level that the whole world has agreed to work towards. And as of now, 194 states and the European Union have signed the agreement. Unfortunately, with the current changes, for instance, in the United States, this big country will no longer be part of the agreement in 2026, for instance, which once again highlights the urgency of action that we all need to take to uphold these global frameworks. And over to the next slide, Emma. Lastly, I would quickly like to introduce the projects and different programs that we have here at the BKMC, and they cover many different areas, and some major ones include agricultural adaptation, where the program called Elevated Agricultural Adaptation, or EAA, is aiming to do a lot of advocacy and policy-related work, and also has a component where we collect insights and demands from our young youth agri-champions, and then use those demands to inform current decision makers of what is happening and what the needs are on the ground. We're also working with the Austrian government, because we are headquartered here in Vienna, and consult the city of Vienna and also the government of Austria on matters related to SDGs. We are also working on something called Mission 4.7, which refers to the sub-goal of SDG number 4, quality education, and in particular focuses on global citizenship education, where we aim to bridge education and humanity and have different engagements, trainings, etc., etc. And last but not least, there's also a program for the youngest audience at the BKMC. It's called Your Future in Green Jobs, where we have an online course for people between 14 and 20 years old. And we also run a mentorship program that allows around 20 people each year to work with green job practitioners and build the skills necessary for entering the green careers. And as part of this program and many others, we have so-called SDG micro projects, which I will briefly talk about at a later stage. But here you can see a page from our annual report where we are very proud to highlight some of the SDG micro projects that people implemented with us in 2024. And we're also very proud to know that over 2.5 million people online and on the ground have been reached by our change makers. Next slide, please. Here you can see our impact, but I will perhaps jump over to the next slide because we're running short on time. And I will introduce the scholarship program and what you can expect in the coming months. And I think the best way to do this is with a timeline where you can see the main activities that we will have. And today, on the 29th of April, we are very happy to kick off the whole program with this opening ceremony, opening event, which will be followed by this key component of the program, the MCI Summer School, which takes place between 12th and 21st of May. And Regina will shortly talk you through what this entails and what the logistics of the summer school are. This will also then be followed by a proposal writing workshop on the 22nd of May already. And for this, my dear colleague and program lead at the Ban Ki-moon Center, Catherine, who is also on the call today, she will be leading the ceremony. And maybe I'll hand over to Catherine for a quick hi.
Thank you so much, Anna. Hi, everyone. It's been brilliant to hear a bit more about you. I've eagerly read through all your applications. Yeah, I've been with the Ban Ki-moon Center for quite a while now. It's been a couple years, and I formerly led the GC Scholarship Program together with our dear partners. But I'm so happy to have handed it over to Anna, who did an excellent job curating the cohort and also hosting this kickoff call. I think you are an extremely inspiring cohort. I was particularly eager to hear about all the AI and tech projects that are in the pipeline. Dossi Bike sounds amazing. I love that we have some he for she advocates. I noted Timothy and Nicholas working on maternal health care and also the Girls Lead Boys Support Initiative. Overall, I think it's really magical to see you coming together. I can't wait for the next few months, seeing your projects flourish. And please feel free to always reach out also to me if you have any questions or need further information. I can't wait, and please enjoy the next few months as well. I think Tiana mentioned she's looking forward to the networking opportunity there, engage with each other, and I think, I'm just super excited to see where this is heading. Back to you, Anna. Thanks.
Thank you so much for your quick introduction and your very warm welcome words to the cohort. And to continue with the timeline, we will then, after the proposal writing workshop, which Catherine will lead, have a couple of other expert workshops, namely 3, for which I would then also ask for your input, because it would be wonderful to cover the topics that are most relevant to you. And unfortunately, we do not have the time for the Mentimeter today, but I will share the link, the QR code with you in the WhatsApp chat. And please write down which topics you would like us to cover, and we'll find the right experts to speak about those. There will also be, on June 3rd, the RELX SDG Inspiration Day, which has already been mentioned in the video welcome remarks. You'll get a lot more information about this ahead of the day, but there will be many different online activities that you can join. And starting from July, after you submit your SDG microproject proposal, you will be doing the self-paced SDG microproject implementation, together with support from your mentor, who will be an alum from the previous cohorts. So we'll do the matching in June, and then from July to December 2025, you will be working on your SDG microproject and working with your mentor in case you need some support, second opinion, etc. We will also have a midway check-in call, and to finalize the whole program, we will ask you to submit a project video pitch, and we will showcase top 3 or 4 during the closing event in November. And to crown it all, at the end of the year, you will also be asked to submit the final project report. You'll get the template for this, just as for the proposal itself of the project. And if you need any support, you're always welcome to reach out to me or Catherine if you need anything. Over to the next slide, please. While the slides are loading, I think on the next slide we have the Mentimeter, which I will share with you in the WhatsApp call. And lastly, before I hand over to Regina for her notes about the MCI Summer School, I would like to go over to the next slide. And share once again some details about the SDG microprojects. You will receive the presentation after the call, and you can see key elements, key stages, and milestones in this process. If you have any questions, please prepare them for the Q&A at the end of this call or shoot me a message. And I think otherwise it is quite self-explanatory. And at the end of the whole program, after successful implementation of the SDG microproject, you will receive a digital certificate of achievement that's signed by both of our co-chairs. And an important note is that we would always kindly ask you to document whatever you're doing with pictures or with videos, because we're very proud of the work that you do, and we would love to amplify it on our social media. And Emma, who is currently sharing the presentation and assisting me with so many things and multitasking on the background, she will be supporting the program from the communications side, and she will gladly curate the materials, the pictures that you share, to represent the work that you do on our social media and the website. And with that, I'm happy to hand over to Regina, who will talk you through the MCI Summer School that will start already on the 12th of May. Over to you, Regina.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to share my screen, and I hope you can see that now. Can you see my slides?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So thank you, Anna, for giving us a little bit of time also to talk about what you need to know before the summer school starts. Just like Catherine said, I'm very inspired by all the different passions that you bring to your projects, and I very much hope that we can help you advance the work that you're doing with some input and some tools during the summer school. So the purpose of the summer school really is to just move forward. There we go. To give you a set of tools and also enable you to develop some really practical and relevant competencies. So this is not, we are a university, and I'll talk a little bit more about MCI in our first session, but this is about giving you some very hands-on tools and competencies that you can employ straight away or apply straight away. What we're interested in is talking about entrepreneurship in the context of sustainable development. So we will bring together two of the passions that we have here in our institution, and that is entrepreneurship on the one hand and sustainable development on the other. And we'll work with you to bring that to life. I know that some of you are, and you've told us, you are working on very specific projects already. Some of you have already started businesses. So I think you can bring a lot to the summer school as well in terms of your existing experience and the things that you have already done. But we are all interested in basically talking about the projects that you are planning or working in and moving those forward. So it's all about implementing and gaining practical skills for the application in your contexts. That's what we're on about in this summer school. Here are my lovely colleagues who will co-teach the program with you, and we're going to present them in our first session in a bit more detail, and you get to know them, so we won't spend much time on that. But here are the topics that we're going to go through. So we will have 5 live sessions, and as Anna said, the program starts on the 12th of May and goes to the 21st of May. So we have 5 online sessions every second day. So the first session is the kickoff, where I'll introduce you to the program itself, but also to the online learning environment in more detail, and to MCI and the concept of entrepreneurship for sustainable development. And then my colleague Antje Bierwisch, who has a UNESCO chair in futures thinking and innovation here at MCI, will go through some exercises about futures thinking with you, which I always think is quite an important part of the program. On the second session, in the second live session, my colleague Matthias Monreal will talk about the sort of internal things to also entrepreneurship. The people, mindset, culture, and people is the topic there. In the third live session, we'll start with the more external parts, if you like, the business models and corporate social responsibility. My colleague Desiree Wieser will cover this part, and live session 4, which is about financing and financial planning. The money is something we might not always want to talk about, but it is important that we also know how to gain resources and how to manage them well. And in the last session, my colleague Benjamin Suitner will talk to you about business planning and pitch training. Benjamin is responsible for our coordinating the entrepreneurship activities here at MCI. So he works a lot with startups, with people who want to start a business, and I'm sure he will give you some very valuable tips about how to pitch your projects successfully. This is the schedule in terms of the dates. So you can see that we have sessions on the 12th, the 14th, the 16th, the 19th, and the 21st of May. So as I said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then again Monday and Wednesday. All the sessions are in the afternoon, starting at 1:30 and finishing at 5:30. Okay, so this is Central European time. Please make sure that you schedule those dates for these synchronous sessions. What else do you have to do apart from participating in these sessions? There might be some prep work for or in between live sessions. I know that Desiree Wieser, for example, has a case that she will ask you to work on also in between sessions. So please reserve a little bit of time for that as well. And particularly hearing about all the experiences and the knowledge that you already bring to the cohort, we really encourage you to share that with your colleagues, your peers in the group and with us. So active participation throughout the summer school is very much welcome. I think that we benefit from that as a group, and it's a great asset that is also inherent in the group. One thing that we ask you to do in order to get a certificate of completion, which you do when you complete the summer school, is submit a reflective learning journal. So this is a written reflection of your learnings in the summer school. I keep this short because I know we are really running out of time, but I will have to tell you how to get there. Okay, so if you came to Innsbruck, I would tell you what plane to take, what train to take, and then what bus to take. We are in the online learning environment, so I'm going to tell you where to go and how to log in. So we're using our learning management system for the summer school, and probably tomorrow or in the next few days, you will get an email to the email address that you have provided Anna with, that looks a bit like this, from office@mci.edu. Okay, so if you haven't received anything by the end of the week, you should let Anna know or me know, because then something's gone wrong. So you will get this email, and this is important because this has the instructions for you to create your MCI account. Okay, so you will see in the email the username that we give you, and then you set your own password. So please follow those instructions in order to set or create your MCI account. And after that, you can go to this website here. Sakai is our learning management system where you will find all the information, and you can use your password that you have created and your login to get into the system. Don't worry if this is a bit quick now. Anna will send you these slides so you have all of these steps in writing as well. When you're in the system, you will need to find the course website. So you go to the top corner where you have this little button here that shows you the sites. And if you click on that, you will see the summer school. This is for most of you, apart from the students who are actually studying here at MCI, this is all that will come up. And you can then click on that and you get into the website. Okay, so the website that houses all the information, that's what it looks like. So when you see that, you are in and you've won. And you can then see a couple of buttons here on the left-hand menu. One of them is lessons. Lessons is where your learning content is. So that's an important one to remember. So lessons is the content. And this one here, study, is where you find the link to our live sessions. So we're not using Zoom, we're using a different system called Big Blue Button. And this is the link that you need to click on, okay, in order to get to the live sessions. Try this out. If you run into any problems before the 12th, feel free to email me and we can do a little test session if you like. I'm very happy to facilitate that with you. But it is important that you get into Sakai so we can hit the ground running when we start the summer school. This is what the system looks like when you're in there. So this is our version of Zoom, empty at the moment. There will be lots of cameras on then, but you can see at the bottom down here, you have the activation tools for your microphone and your camera. They're the only things that you need to know at this stage. So you can actually get communicating, and this is here, the chat. Okay, so that's really all I have to say at this point. Very happy to take questions. We really look forward to meeting you all, to working with you. I've also been in touch with the rest of the teaching team. They're very excited. We love the summer school. So we look forward to getting in touch with you and working with you over those 10 days, really. Thank you, Anna. And if there are any questions, I'm very happy to answer them. Handing back to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Regina, for this comprehensive overview. And I think everyone is truly excited about the next upcoming event. And I'm sorry that we're running a little over time, but I would like to take the next 5 to 10 minutes for any questions that you may have. I know it was a lot of information. We'll share the recording and the presentations with you afterwards. But if you have any questions at this stage, it's a great moment to ask me, Regina, or anybody else a question. If not, I would like to very quickly give you a couple of updates. First of all, if you're not in the WhatsApp chat, please let me know, because with sometimes with country codes or limited access, I cannot add everyone. So if you're not yet in the WhatsApp group chat, please shoot me an email and we can see where the issue is, because we'll use the WhatsApp chat for all informal communications, reminders, and just staying in touch. Secondly, I will be on annual leave starting tomorrow, and I'll be back on the 12th of May. So in the meantime, Catherine would be taking over any questions that you may have. She is also in the WhatsApp chat, and I'll share her email with you. And if you have any questions regarding the summer school itself, please direct them directly to Regina. I'll also share her email with you in the follow-up communication. I see Bettina, you have your hand raised.
Yes, thank you so much for this information session. It's been so helpful. I had a quick question about, I guess, posting about becoming part of the Ban Ki-moon fellowship. I saw in the email that we're going to have to do like, I think, headshots for this initiative. So should we wait for that process, or can we go ahead and post already? I just want to find out from your side, like when it's best to communicate this information.
I'm not sure I understood the question completely. Are you asking whether you can announce that you were selected as a scholar already?
Yes, or should we wait? I saw in the last email there was a communication about having to do a headshot photo for the scholarship. So should we wait for that process, or can we already go ahead?
Actually, this is also a small announcement that I wanted to make at the end. Emma, the colleague from the communications team who you've heard of many times already in the call, she has updated our website with all your profiles already. So I'm happy to announce that you can see yourselves on the GC Scholarship website with your pictures that you shared and your short biographies. Once you implement or start implementing the projects, we'll also add this information there. And you're welcome to already announce that you are parts of the Ban Ki-moon Center family and are scholars with the GC Scholarship Program on your social media networks. We will also make a post about this kickoff ceremony, and we'll tag all of you using the handles that you shared in your application forms.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Is there anything else that's not clear or something that you would like us to cover? If not, feel free to always send an email or ask the question in the WhatsApp chat. I see the question from Precious in the group chat that she missed the last information. I was just announcing that on our website, which is also in the group chat, I think Emma shared it, you can see your profiles already, and you're welcome to share that you were selected and are starting your journey as a Global Citizen Scholar on your social media. I don't see any other hands raised, so at this point, I would like to say thank you and congratulations to all of you once again. And thank you for taking the time and staying a little over time. I apologize for that. And it was wonderful to get to know you a bit better. And I really look forward to the exciting journey that we have ahead of us. Thank you to everyone. Goodbye.